we showing up. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Legendary. We're gonna be legendary. Raise up a white flag. Didn't come this far just to turn back. The curtains fall for the last act. Breaking that levee, breaking that levee. We don't back down. This is what we're made of. Standing our ground, here it goes down. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Oh, wait and see, we're gonna be legendary. Ain't no time like the here and now. Yeah, we showed up, now we showing up. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Legendary. We're gonna be legendary. We don't back down. This is what we're made of. Standing our ground, here it goes down. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Oh, wait and see, we're gonna be legendary. Ain't no time like the here and now. Yeah, we showed up, now we showing up. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Legendary. We're gonna be legendary. Legendary. We're gonna be legendary.
I got metal running through my bones, a resurrection like a ghost. Hurricane, go ahead and blow. Where you could keep your white flag, I'll never fold. A shadow on a battlefield, a survivor, never yield. A thunder, go ahead and shake. Don't run from the storm when I feel the rain. There's no rest for the wicked, no victory for the weak. And when the weeds getting thicker, you'll never see me on my knees. You can't control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive. I got a fever in my blood, a falling embers from above. I feel the heat when the pressure blows, a wildfire that you can't control. There's no rest for the wicked, no victory for the weak. And when the weeds getting thicker, you'll never see me on my knees. You can't control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive. With every beat on my heart, I'll be the light in the dark. You can't control this, I'm explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive.
It all comes down to this, the whole kit and caboodle, the whole shebang, the championship, the playoffs all culminate tonight. Sim City is Sin City. The championship will be determined for the Stars and Stripes Racing League. We welcome you to coverage of the Sin City Shootout, the final race to determine the champion of the Stars and Stripes Racing League. Welcome to coverage of iRacing on LSRTV. I am Wesley Outland. I'm going to carry you along for this journey. And at the end of the night's end, when it is all said and done, at the end of 225 miles, 150 laps, somebody will hoist the championship. We're ready to go here, of course, with qualifying in just mere moments. Let's take a look at the weather conditions brought to you by Kaufman Creative. 78 degrees on the sim, 105 degrees track temp, wind speed at 2 miles an hour. And these drivers are getting ready for their final qualification of the year, presented by Verizon, the nation's 5G #1 network. Matter of fact, sponsors of the Stars and Stripes Racing League all season long, leading up to the championship, have been provided by Butt Kicker. Thank you again to Butt Kicker. Thank you also to Next Level Racing. On the Throttle podcast, not new platform podcasts have been released, but previous programs are available on all major outlets. And thank you also to, again, Verizon. For the final time this year, the Verizon 5G network fast qualifier will be determined. Again, I'm Wesley Outland. I will be on the call. Charles Wooten, he might chime in a time or two, but for the most part, he's handling on production. And we are getting ready for qualifying. The final qualifying of the year to determine the race to the championship when we run here tonight. By the way, this race again is at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 1.5 mile racetrack here in virtual Las Vegas, Nevada. 150 laps will be the distance, 225 miles around this racetrack. Again, we will see who will be the champion when it is all said and done. There's the number 20 machine on the racetrack. We'll see where he ends up in them Home Depot colors. The 51 actually is Tom Wizza And Tom Wizza will move to fourth, 13,863 right now. Scott Rickard, 36.27, time to beat. And here comes Virginia's Joshua Altus in the 94 machine. Remember when they used to have the, S&B Cup Series? Was that it that they used to do? Shake and bake, baby. Shake and Bake Cup Series. He was the promoter. Joshua Altus right there, the 94. We'll see where he ends up on the racetrack. That just shows you, Charles, how long me and you've worked together, because my goodness, the S&B Cup Series was back during the COVID era. We've been together a long time. That's all I can tell you. All right. Altus working his way around the racetrack. It's Rickard, Bowling, Wizza, Glass. And now Nate Lynch will crack the top 25. So will also Kyle McCoy. And the Cyhawk Motorsports teammates of the 7 and 25 now into the top 10. Kyle McCoy just bumped to third. There's Brian Lynch. Hooters car. Hooters. 24. Team Miata 0. And there goes William Duff. Final race this year, the man out of North Carolina in the Concord area. On the Throttle podcast on major platforms and outlets. And they got to get back in the recording studio. They haven't done it in a while. I actually found my Spotify and looked them up. And it's been a while since they've done a show. We need to get them back on the program again. Whoa, that's not how you get on the program as Duff goes around in 17. Hold on, hold it together. We'll stay under the green flag in this qualifying session. There goes Christopher Smith. About a minute and 15 seconds remaining on qualifying for sim time before the field will be set for this event here. Working back around the racetrack, score side, Scott Rickard now is the fast man. Scott Rickard, 36.27, time to beat. Right now, Andrew Hess up to second in the 54. There goes Smith to the pole. Christopher Smith. Apex Energy Chevrolet Camaro going to the top. 30.536 seconds. He will be the new fast man on track. What a time put down by the number 81. Thanks everybody joining us in the chat box. Let us know tonight who your pick is to win the championship when it is all said and done here for the Stars and Stripes Racing League. And qualifying has concluded. All right. For the final time of the season, Stars and Stripes Racing League round number 20 and the championship finale. Here's the lineup for the Sin City Shootout from virtual Las Vegas. It's Christopher Smith on the pole, the Verizon 5G fast time man in the 81, and Joshua Robinson in 30 right alongside. Row 2 will find Scott Rickard in the 05, Andrew Hess in 54. Row 3, you're looking at Jason Gratton in the 42, Christian Lawson in the number 3 for race number 20. Joshua Altus, Dylan Grimm, your top 8. Top 10 will find Thomas Ogle in that White Claw 11. And Will Buzzler, who started the season big wins in Daytona, will fire off for the finale in the 10th spot. Row number 6, Kyle Bowling in the 44, and Trey Jackson alongside in 5. Row 7, Kyle McCoy. Could it be the championship night for him? And it's my twin, Nate Lynch of iRacing in 25. He'll start 14th, according to Charles, by the way. Row 8, Tom Wizza in the 51 machine, and Ryan Lynch right there alongside in 31. Row 9, Dylan Glass in 16, and Josh Whitaker in the 28. Row 10, top 20, will find Aaron Hale in the 4, and Brian Lynch in 24. A lot of Lynches in this team all year long. William Duff the 4th in 17, and Virginia's Ross Tatum in 21. He'll start 22nd. Row 12, Zach Kreitz in the Baby Ruth car, and Mark Schrader in the 10, starting 24th. Row 13, Mark Fish by himself. 25 cars ready to battle for the finale here tonight at virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This race again for the Sin City Shootout presented by Verizon is 225 miles, 150 laps. There's a look at the Hunt the Front TV race information. No fast repair. Fuel is at 100%. 4 sets of tires. There's going to be 1 attempt at an overtime finish if need be. That's it. $150 laps to determine the champion when it's all said and done. Throughout the night, we'll keep the points and the standings. And the battle for the championship looks like this right now, moving into the finale. Kyle McCoy with a 14-point lead over Scott Rickard, moving into this race to determine the champion. Josh Robinson is 42 back. 48 back is Tom Ogle. 50 points back is Zach Kreitz. Pole man is Christopher Smith, 51 back to Kyle McCoy. For the championship for the race, we'll watch it. 7 wins this year for Kyle McCoy. 3 wins for Rickard as well as Will Bustler. Everyone else with a single win, including Robinson, Ogle, Smith, Tatum, and Duff. And the playoffs finale, the championship, Sin City Shootout, Vegas underway, and may the best driver win for the title. This race, again, 225 miles, 150 laps. Patience is key. To first win the championship, you must first finish. And these guys have got to be mindful of that and not be aggressive so far in the early going. What a fun racetrack this is. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, no doubt, with the dimensions and the way this place is configured. Should make it very fun. Already a lap into this thing here. Robinson up on the bottom. Smith on the high side, I meant to say. Las Vegas Motor Speedway is 2.414 kilometers, mile and a half. Turns banked at 20 degrees, front straightaway at 9 degrees, and the tri-oval right where they're entering now off 4. The backstretch is 9 degrees as well. Kind of watching these guys working their way around the corner. Smith up in the top spot. Look at now the battle with Ogle. Ogle in the middle was Bustler. Remember Bustler, as we mentioned, got 3 wins this year. It all started actually big momentum-wise at the beginning of the year, and then he kind of fell back. There you see Hess. Hess Toys Racing entry battling with Grattan on the racetrack. This now going on for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Grimm up the hill in the 23 DoorDash colors. Everybody working their way around the corner. Smith still the man that leads the way. Smith, Rickard, Robinson, Grimm, Grattan. There goes Grattan now on the clear for 4th. Here comes now Grimm, going to battle right back alongside. Hess on the inside. Ogle will follow. Championship on the line for the Stars and Stripes Racing League tonight. When it is all said and done, they will determine who the champion will be. for right now, everybody just kind of being patient, minding their P's and Q's. Smart thing to do. Want to be there at the end of the race, you got to fight your way, claw your way, and find your way to the end. And that's exactly what these guys are doing here across the line here at Vegas. Thanks for everybody joining us in the chat box. Give us a like, a follow, and of course, hit that subscribe button if you're not done so. Over 8,000. We appreciate you. Smith the leader, Rickard second, Robinson third, Grimm is fourth. 6 laps now, make it 70 into it. Here comes the one now. Bustler changing up his colors for this race. Down to the inside, making a move on Hess's car. Here comes now Ogle up top again. Altus will follow. Door to door, hold their line back into the corner. Yeah, very bright sunlight for these drivers working on the exit of turn 4, coming to the front straight away down to the that. They'll have to watch that throughout the night until the sun kind of sets out of the view. Now they're working their way off of turn 2, 9 degrees on the back stretch. That's the Nellis straightaway, by the way. Nellis Air Force Base right across the way from the back stretch at Virtual Las Vegas at the drag strip and the big speedway and the dirt track, in case you didn't know that. There's 3 big racing places right there, kind of like the way ZMAX is in ZMAX and Charlotte Motor Speedway in North Carolina, same way it is in Vegas. Aerial coverage for tonight's race provided by LSRTV, your home for sim racing. Single file, they work their way off the corner. And in addition, this will be the final race of the season for the Stars and Stripes Racing League, and it will also be the final broadcast for LSRTV covering the Stars and Stripes Racing League. I'm not sure where they're going to be moving on to whenever it's said and done, but we've enjoyed them being a part. Obviously, real racing obligations kind of taking hold of a lot of our crew. Our producer, Charles Wooten, as well, myself with LSRTV, and got to kind of condense back a little bit. And this league is one of the leagues that are kind of fading away with our coverage as soon as this event concludes. Rickard, Smith, Robinson, Grimm and Grattan, top 5, single file, as they work their way again around the racetrack. Already working lap number 12 of 150. Sounds like a lot, but I promise you this track is 1.5 miles, and if they're quick enough and they mind their P's and Q's, this race could fly by very quickly. So Rickard still up in the top spot. Smith in second, Robinson third, Grimm fourth, Grattan top 5. That's the way they stand. Probably the best battle on the racetrack right here. We're watching the 24. That's in the top 20. Brian Lentz, Christian Lawson, Kyle Bowling. Kyle McCoy mired in the back as well. He's in 13th, and we're not used to seeing that. Usually the 7 machine all the way up in the front. It is. Yeah, we were just told about Kyle McCoy and Scott Rickard fighting for the championship, and obviously Rickard is up in the number 1 spot. Kyle McCoy is back in 12th. Both ends of the spectrum, if you will. Totally different. McCoy, Kyle McCoy, 7 wins this year for the driver of the number 7 machine. Comes into the championship race with a 14-point lead over Scott Rickard. I would not overreach because that is not a lot. McCoy with a 14-point lead on Scott Rickard. Robinson 42 back. And Josh Robinson being very precise and staying consistent up in that top 3 on the racetrack right now. Championship race rolling on here. Hold on to it. Yes, it did. My goodness, wow. Nice save for everybody working off the corner. There's Bolin as Grimm had a little ink and blinking nod just a moment ago. He popped back into view. There goes the 25 of Lynch battling with Bowling for that spot. A little aggressive in the back as Duff had to get on the binders behind them. Jackson 2, single file. 20 laps into it. All that going on with the course. Kyle McCoy still trying to climb into position, but right now he's locked at 12th. There you see a glimpse of that red and yellow number 7 machine down to the inside, trying to battle with Lynch, trying to battle with the other drivers, of Bolin and company. Glass, Loschen, all in front of him. Already 130 laps to go. We're 20 laps into this thing. Solid run here for these guys with Rickard still up in the front. Robinson in second. Smith, Grattan, Hess, top 5, single file. That's the way it is around the racetrack. There you see Bustler now. Will Bustler down to the bottom. Will Bustler, 3 wins on the year for that driver. And it started 19 weeks ago when he won at Daytona to start this season. Battle heating up for that top spot for the lead. Here they come back straight away. Rickard, Tire Pro, 0-5 out in front, leading. Here comes Robinson, third in the points right there. Making a push for that spot. Inside, there's Lynch. Lynch with Loschen alongside. Backstretch into 3. Rickard up in front. Look at now, Lynch and Loschen continue to battle for position. This is going on for 12th and 13th. By the way, Kyle McCoy up to the top 10. He got around this traffic a moment ago. put him back up in that top spot. Who's going to roll the base, roll the dice here in Sin City? Here at the Sin City Shootout. The winner of this event will be awarded the championship in the points battle. The race within the championship going on as well, but if you want to win the battle and the war, Scott Rickard's trying to do just that right now, taking advantage on Kyle McCoy, who is still mired back in the top 10. All the while, Lawson inside, Lynch on the bottom. Here comes Bowling. Up top side, Lynch will follow Bowling on the high side as they work into 3. There's McCoy. We continue to keep showing that car because that's the man for the championship. He came into the night's event with a 14-point lead over the leader, Scott Rickard, right now, who is in the lead on the track. Best battle on the racetrack. We're still watching it there between the 5 of Jackson, the 21 of Tatum. All this happening now. Lawson, we mentioned him a moment ago. Duff has stuck his nose in the battle up on the high side. Tom Wizza, remember, he's in the 51 on Tom. He's in the Home Depot Tony Stewart colors in the 20. Big thanks to Verizon Wireless and all the other sponsors that make it happen. This race presented by Verizon Wireless as well. Rickard, Robinson, Smith, Grattan, Hess, top 5. Grimm, Bustler, Ogle, McCoy, Altus. 10 laps, or the top 10, 30 laps into it right now. Quickly approaching 120 laps to go in this race. It's flying by quickly for the championship. Who will it be at night's end? Who will hoist the cup? Make your picks, place your bets, decide who it will be. Still a long way to go in this one. By the way, don't forget that after tonight's event is concluded, they have at least one more event left, the special race, and that will be next Thursday night, and that is the Stars and Stripes 500. The Stars and Stripes Indy 500, the Memorial 500. And that'll, of course, be at virtual Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It will not be broadcasted on LSRTV, unfortunately. There will be someone else covering the broadcast. I have not been given that details yet, but just follow, obviously, the Stars and Stripes Racing League social media and Discord and whatnot. You'll find out, but... By the way, also, Comp Cam's Super Dirt Series, Clash at the Mag. If you've never been to Magnolia Motor Speedway in Columbus, Mississippi, I call it the Eldora of the South. Put it on your bucket list. If not, you can watch it on Race On. And as far as I know, they're not having any issues right now with their broadcast app. No technical issues with their broadcast app. That's all I'm going to say. Pardon the pun. I hope not. Rolling the dice in Sim City. Here at Vegas, the man who wins the race could possibly win the championship. It could be an upset if he could pull it off. Not done yet, though. Still a long way to go in this event. Let's step away. We'll be back. And if something happens, we'll break in. I got a feeling green flag pit stops are also on the way. Stay with us. Championship race from Las Vegas. This is iRacing on LSRTV.
Drag race to the line.
Welcome back. Closing in on 110 laps to go for the championship. This is on LSRTV. I am Wesley Outland. Charles Wooten punching the buttons on production. And this again is the Sin City Shootout. Virtual Las Vegas. The night the champion and the race winner will be decided. And right now, a champion and a race winner could be the same. Points leader Kyle McCoy, though, is starting to slowly climb in to the top 5. He's up to 6 now. Getting around Graham could put him in 5th. He's going for that spot right now at the start-finish line. All the while that is going on, we continue to still watch this battle happen between the 23 and the 7 for the top 5. Smith, Robinson, and company trying to pull away. Scott Rickard has about a 1 second lead over Grattan in seconds. Robinson is already 2 seconds, or at least 1.1 seconds back. 1.2 seconds back is Robinson. Almost 3 seconds back is McCoy and Graham. Continue to battle for the top 5. The winner of this race, if they're in the hunt for the championship, could possibly pull the upset and go for the title also. Talk about turning some heads. That could possibly take place then on 50 laps into this one. If you're counting it down, 50, 1/3 of the way about to be completed. And right now, nobody looking to show any time to pit in sight. Lap 75 is when they'll be coming onto the pit lane for work. Or, I'm sorry, lap 75 is the halfway mark of the race, is what I meant to say. My bad. Been a long day, peeps. Rickard, Grattan, Smith, Robinson, McCoy, top 5. That's the way it stands. Followed by Grimm, Tatum, Hess, Lynch, Ogle, top 10. Everyone single file around the racetrack, and so far caution free. Closing in on about 1/3 of the way in this event. We dropped the green flag and we've not stopped yet. Green flag pit stops, I've got a feeling, should be coming here in about the last 10 laps or so. Guys in the back have pitted like Ryan Lynch, Dylan Glass, William Duff, Mark Fish. They're at least a lap down or more. Maybe going for the undercut, if you will. And pitting during green flag, you have more of a risk of obviously going a lap down quicker than you would during under caution. So definitely got to be hitting your marks, doing exactly what you need to do to put yourself in contention. To pit perfectly. There's Smith and Grattan right now. It put Christopher Smith back to the number 2 spot. By the way, drivers are on pit road. Andrew Hess, Will Bustler, Josh Whitaker. Some of these guys that are on the pit lane early in the back behind in the top 15. Could they be going for the undercut on the leaders? Right now, Rickard, Smith, Grattan, top 3. Here comes Graham coming onto the pit lane. He'll give up a top 10 run. Pit stops, as I aforementioned, they were closing in around lap 50, and here they come. 1/3 of the way through, 50 in, 100 to go. So the DoorDash 23 Toyota, Graham in his pit stall. 4 tires and fuel for Dylan Grimm in that ride. That's a throwback to Bubba Wallace in the Cup Series for DoorDash and Toyota. And Dr. Pepper. Here comes Lawson on pit road. Ogle on pit road of the White Claw machine. And green flag pit stops now beginning to come into sequence here with officially 1/3 of the way complete. 50 laps in, 100 to go. I hear a lot of revving, yeah. All of this happening now with pit stops being made. Now the 10 onto the pit lane. Schrader on pit road to the attention of his crew. Robinson giving up a top 5. Micro Center number 30 onto the pit lane in his Chevrolet. Green flag pit stops going on. Everybody at least in the top 11 have not pitted yet. That includes the leader, Rickard Smith. And it looked like Robinson might have overshot his box just a little bit, had to back up. That'll take away about a second or two, no doubt. Rickard, Smith, Grattan, McCoy, Tatum, Lynch, Jackson, Wizza, Bowling, and Altus have not pitted. Now Aaron Hale comes on to pit road. He's the 11th place car we were talking about. Here comes the number 4 machine, Aaron Hale in the camel car. Is it in you? Camel, is it in you? Big razors. Are you using them? Every time that I see the camel car, I think of that quote with my brother from back in the day. And I see my brother Joshua in forever. Charles, he lives in Australia. Him and my sister-in-law, and obviously my nephew Jason. They live up in Australia. Haven't seen him in close to 8-9 years. But the last time, yeah. Well, the last time that I ever saw him face to face, we laughed about memories, and one of the things we always talked about was the old days of the camel. Is it in you? Big razors, are you using them? Because I was using them, and my brother wasn't, and he started to look like a hairy monkey. Just being honest. Wiz is on pit road. A lot of people in the world should know what a razor is, right? They need to. Chat box kind of quiet tonight. Appreciate all the 3 people that have chimed in and everyone else that's watching. Please give us a like, a follow, and comment if you want to. Championship night for the Stars and Stripes Racing League. These guys taking on 4 Tires and Fuel. Here goes Rickard. Scott Rickard onto the pit lane, making 4 Tires and Fuel be his friend. Also McCoy, Altus on pit road. Ross Tatum is now the new leader. Rickard's going to fall all the way back to 14th. Tatum's on the pit lane now. So Ross Tatum has pitted. Altus has pitted again. He's on pit exit. Josh Altus is. And I think everybody's pitted now. Yeah, they've all pitted. Wait a minute. Did Ross not pit? Did you just see that? Did Ross just come onto the pit lane and then he just run through pit box? I think he did. Ross Tatum, the leader, still the leader, goes an extra lap around the racetrack hitting. He just overshot his pit box, son. He sure as heck did. And now he's got to pit again. Oh my goodness, wow. He's still in the lead, but it ain't going to last for long, and he allowed everybody to run him down. He might go a lap down or more from this. Wow. So Tatum with a costly mistake, putting Tatum all the way back at least a lap down or more in 22nd position. Hess is now the new leader. Grimm second, Bustler third. And you see now Ogle and Grattan battling on the rack. That's for 7th, 8th, and 9th. With Robinson right there in tow as well. Graham inside, cleared by the 54. No, Hess couldn't get Hess crossover down to the inside. Man, what a move, just came up short. Try this again. Graham, Bustler, Hess, Rickard, Whitaker, top 5. That's the way it's right now as these drivers continue along to rack up the laps. Battle for the lead. Here comes Bustler inside, looking for win 4. The man who started the season strong with a Daytona victory. Hess is in the fence. Hess up in the safer barrier in turn number 4. Coming to the line. By the way, big props to Dean Sicking. Dean Sicking was announced the other day to be part of the NASCAR Hall of Fame for the Landmark Award for outstanding contributions to NASCAR. And if you don't know who Dean Sicking is, he's the man that created the safer barrier that you see on racetracks across America. The still and foam energy resistance barrier, safer barrier in short. He's the man that created it, and he is now being inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame, along with Ralph Moody, Ricky Rudd, and Carl Edwards. Graham, Rickard, Bustler, Grattan, Smith, top 5, closing in on the halfway mark of this event. Let's take a look at the race summary. It's brought to you by Virginia 811 reminding you to dig with care. 6 lead changes so far in this event. No cautions and caution laps either, as we're less than 10 laps away to halfway. Partly cloudy conditions right now. Let's take a look at the Kaufman Creative weather conditions on the bottom right of the monitor as we're about 70 laps into this race now. See if it's changed any, and it has dramatically. We're up at 78 now. That stayed the same. What's changed is the track temp. Track temp was around 105. Now it's dropped to 98. Still partly cloudy, but there ain't no clouds around now. The sun beaming over virtual Sim City. That weather forecast, by the way, is brought to you by Kaufman Creative. Thanks also to Creative, the webmaster for LSRTV, livesimracing.com. There you go. Now you know. So Rickard, once it cycled back around, has put that 0-5 back to the lead. There you see a little glimpse of him right there on the bottom left. See ya, he's gone. There he is again, top left. And there you see Grattan and Grimm and Smith. That's for second, third, and fourth behind them. All the while, Rickard definitely away with this one here. Rickard 14 points back to the driver of McCoy. Going in There is McCoy. Halfway coming up here in this race very soon. There's Hell's car, the Camel Machine. He's 14th on the racetrack. Cookout right there behind him. Home Depot colors of the number 20 right there behind him. That's the 51 of Tom Wizza. 51 Tom Wizza, but that's the 20. There you go. Beautiful looking race car right there. Toyota Supra. Tony Stewart throwback. That is before Joe in the 20 car. Just saying, that's Tony Stewart's colors. Rickard, Smith, Grattan, Graham, and McCoy has moved up to 4th. There's the battle. Inside, clearing Graham. We have been 40 minutes race. Halfway time by, 75 down and 75 to go for the Sin City Shootout at Bertram City, Las Vegas. Rickard, Smith, Grattan, McCoy, Graham, top 5. Robinson, Bustler, Ogle, Lawson, Whitaker, top 10. Fulfilled rundown halfway home, including Andrew Hess, Trey Jackson, Nate Lynch, Aaron Hale, Tom Wizza, top 15. Ryan Lynch, Dylan Glass, Kyle Bowling, Brian Lynch, Joshua Altus in the top 20. And the rest of the rundown of 25, including Mark Schrader, Ross Tatum, William Duff, and Mark Fish. Zach Kreitz did not start the race. 2 cars on the lap down marker. William Duff will get the free pass if the caution was to come out in 17. Mark Fish, 2 lap down. Halfway home, we go to commercial. If something happens, we'll break it. 75 down, 75 to go for the championship for the Stars and Stripes Racing League. Oh, and here come the clouds as well. We're back in a moment.
Drag race to the line.
Back here at, of course, virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And the race rolls on for this event. halfway has been completed. We're in the second half of this show. I'm Wesley Outland. Charles Wooten is on production. Robinson, Bustler right now. Guys continuing to battle around there on the racetrack that we're watching. That's for 6th into the fight. It's still Scott Rickard up in front, man. The only time he lost the lead was when he went onto a cycle of pit stops. Since then, he jumped back up to the front again. This man doing everything he can to rally and beat Kyle McCoy for the Stars and Stripes Racing League Championship. The winner of this race could possibly be the champion as well. It hangs in the balance as a possibility. It could become reality right now. And all the while, that's exactly, you can bet, that Mr. Scott Rickard is trying to do. Well, sorry about that. Power went out, and I heard a loud bang outside. I don't know if it was a transformer or something, but it flicked the power. The power stayed out for about a minute, and then it came back on, and then everything had to reset again, and I had to get the box to come back on. So we are 2/3 of the way through, just past 100 laps of this event. You ain't missed anything. I don't think I have either. Still caution-free. And Scott Rickard is still trying to mount the charge to win the championship and the race here. But Kyle McCoy right there, 3/4 of a second back on him. As you see now, probably the best battle on the racetrack, 3 and 4 wide. As Lynch, Graham come up the middle and on the outside. Splitting by a couple of other cars there. What a race that was, and now we see green flag pit stops happening again here. For the second time, drivers are on pit road. Tom Ogle, Will Bustler, Trey Jackson, Mark Schrader, first 4 in. So those drivers just finishing with pit stops, and they're going to enter back onto the racetrack from the blend line on the back straightaway. Helen Robinson battle alongside. That's for 7th and 8th. "44 laps to go for the race and for the championship season. For the straight. People chiming in says McCoy can't be stopped. Here comes Lynch on pit road, 25, money stop for the Budweiser machine. By the way, only 10 cars on the lead lap now, possibly 9 if they lap Lynch in the 25. Lynch squeals tires, smoke rolling out of the pit box. He's back on, rolling again. And back on track. Pulls up in front of Lynch and company. Now we have Robinson, Loshin on pit road. 8 cars now, 7 cars on the lead lap. McCoy is on pit road. Smith is on pit road. The 7 and 81 pitting. Possibly the money stop of the season and the championship for those guys. There goes McCoy. And possibly what might be the final pit stop of the race to put himself in contention to run for the championship if he can hang on. 40 laps to go. Joshua Altus now the new leader. Tatum the second, Grimm third, Rickard fourth. Hess the top 5. Then it's McCoy. Lynch just got around him in the 31. McCoy did. That's 6th and 7th. Drivers starting to get their laps back that were a lap down from the green flag pit stop cycle. Everybody working back around to put another lap on the board. Altus is the man leading the way over Tatum and Grimm. Under 40 laps to go. Our final commercial break. We'll take it now. When we come back, the championship, the race will be decided for the Stars and Stripes Racing League in the Sin City Shootout. This is iRacing on LSRTV.
We're a racing family that you can trust on and off the track. Here at Hercules Foundation Repair, we are here to help with our free in-home evaluations and personal repair plans. So if you're looking for foundation repair, go online or give us a call to schedule your free inspection.
Drag race to the line.
Battle for the championship on the track right now, going at it for third and fourth. McCoy and Rickard, stride for stride, coming to the line. Lap 116 of 150. Welcome back to iRacing on LSRTV. Under 35 laps to go to determine the championship in the Stars and Stripes Racing League and for the finish in the Stars and Stripes Sin City Shootout. I'm Wesley Outland, Charles Wooten on production. The race on between the top two drivers in the points for second and third on the racetrack. McCoy inside, Rickard, plenty of room given to the top. Side by side to the backstretch, the Nellis straightaway here at Las Vegas. Closing in on 30 laps to go. Let's take a look at the race summary again, presented by Virginia811.com. So far, no caution flags, 8 lead changes. Altus is right now the man that is in the lead. No correction, Dylan Grimm is. Dylan Grimm is now the new leader because Altus pitted during the commercial break. Dylan Grimm for Ricochet Racing, his Toyota, pitted on lap 99. McCoy and Rickard both around 109 and 110. Lawson, Lynch, Tatum, battle. This is for 11th, 10th through 12th actually. Tatum first car, 1 lap down. If we get a caution, he would get the wave around right now. He would get the free pass. Tatum and Lynch both 1 lap down apiece. Duff on pit road again in 22nd. Another unscheduled pit stop for the 17. Under 30 laps to go. Rickard, now the new leader. You missed it on track as we were showing Lawson, but Rickard just got around Grimm and McCoy. Rickard back to the top spot. Tire Pro Chevrolet driver out of New York for Scott Rickard. Kyle McCoy, Cyhawk Motorsports entry, number 7 from Iowa. And for the championship, 1 and 2 on the racetrack, 1 and 2 as well. There's Lynch and Lawson, Robinson. All in tow with one another. That's for 10th, 11th, and 12th on the racetrack. Still 19 cars on the lead lap as we close in on 25 to go here in a couple of more laps. These drivers have raced around here 125 laps, caution free for the championship, for the race. This track at Las Vegas Motor Speedway measures 1.5 miles. 2.414 kilometers. Turns are 20 degrees. Straightaways are 9 degrees on the front and the back stretch. And America's Racing Showplace virtually coming down to the end of the season for the Stars and Stripes Racing League. Under 25 to go. Hess up high. Lynch will follow, trying to go after Robinson. Hess a little wiggle off the exit of the corner in 4. Lynch will capitalize on the bottom. That's outside the top 10. He's in 11th spot now. Lawson now opening the opportunity for Robinson to get to his inside, trying to run him back down again. Robinson will now go to the top. Ready to settle it here at Las Vegas. Robinson way up high up on the safer barrier. Gets a run off of 2 down the Nellis straightaway. Tries to peel to the inside. Lynch can try to follow as a pick, but he can't get there. They come thundering off of 3 and 4 down to the line. Inside, Robinson door to door with Lawson for the spot at the stripe. Couldn't clear him just yet. That's the best battle on the racetrack. Meanwhile, Rickard and McCoy still 1 and 2, separated by half a second. They're at the line. 20 laps to go here at Vegas. 20 laps remaining. It all comes down to this. Rickard, McCoy, Smith, Graham, Ogle, top 5. That's the way it stands right now. Bustler, Grattan, Jackson, Robinson, Lawson, top 10. Everyone all single file. There's the front runners again. Smith trying to rally out of that third spot. 2 seconds back to the leaders as Rickard and McCoy ready to settle it amongst themselves. Time running out. Anybody got anything for the 0-5 Rickard? But McCoy is trying to at least win the championship. Valiant effort being made. Rickard, McCoy, Smith, Graham, Ogle, top 5, still single file down the back straightaway. Still a lot of separation. I mean, it's literally 2 seconds. Smith to the leader, Rickard. 5 seconds, Grimm to the leader, Rickard. 7 seconds for Ogle to the leader, Rickard. That's the top 5, top 10, 12, 13 seconds back to the leader, Scott Rickard. They come back to the line. It'll be 15 to go. Single file, Lawson, Lynch. Lynch right there with one another. One of those is a lap machine. If a caution was to come out, the 24, Brian Lynch would get the free pass. However, it has been caution-free up to this moment. Everyone's just kind of riding it out, ready to go for the finish of this race. And obviously the battle for the championship hangs in the balance between Rickard and McCoy. They are right there nestled with one another as now you see Jackson and Robinson battle. That's for the top 10 and 8th and 9th, and they are single file. Probably the best battle on the racetrack. There's the leaders. 13 Vegas. Rickard, McCoy for the title. 1 and 2. The back straightaway. Closing into the finish of this one. Lap traffic up ahead. And Duff now trying to fight along there with the 17. He is also in that 22nd spot, multiple laps down. When they come back around to turn 4, It will be 10 laps to go. Patiently go away, trying to fight for the win and the title. We'll find out. As we still watch now, Lawson and Lynch continue to battle. Hale right there behind him. That is for 10th, 11th, and 12th on the racetrack. Under 10 to go now, 9 remaining for the championship and for the race. Look at now Lynch. Lynch below the bottom of the apron, battling with Lawson. Whoa. Lynch side by side with the 3. Hale finds shelter up on the top of the safer barrier to get away from this battle. Heating up now with 8 to go. Rickard and McCoy. There they are for the championship, for the race. We're on the racetrack on the back straightaway. Throw him in a blanket. The Huff car, or William Duff, my apologies, up on the outside. He is multiple laps down, but could he be a factor in determining this race? Looked like Duff was trying to give a little push to the 7 of McCoy, as Rickard is pulling away a quarter of a second back now over McCoy in the company. They're in the lap machine of Duff. 6 to go for the race, for the season. Sometimes it's best to just let the drama unfold, and picture and video is worth 1,000 words. And that is exactly what's happening right now for the championship and for the race. McCoy running out of time, trying to get back after the rear end of the 05 Rickard's car. The leader closing in on 3 miles remaining of the season and the race here at Las Vegas in the Sin City Shootout. 4 to go. And Duff is battling McCoy like he was fighting for the win. McCoy, for the most part, hung out to dry. To the line. 3 laps to go, and McCoy has opened up, well, actually, I'm sorry, Scott Rickard has opened up a lead on McCoy at about a half a second interval now. When it's time to go, McCoy's hit the go button. But does he have enough time to catch Rickard? Because Rickard has done the exact same thing in the 05. To the line. Penultimate lap of the race here at Las Vegas. 2 to go here in Sim City. Rickard in the top spot. McCoy right there behind him. The lap machine, multiple laps down of William Duff, the 4th. Still giving McCoy a fit. And at the 11 o'clock hour Eastern, 10 Central, white flag goes in the air. 1 more lap to go for the season, for the race. in the Stars and Stripes Racing League. The CRN 1 to go. Rickard is on the final lap. Caution flag, free. Back straightaway into turn number 3. He's gonna win the race. Will it be enough to be the champion? His 4th win of the year. Scott Rickard wins the Sin City Shootout, but I'm believing unofficially Kyle McCoy will be the series champion for the Stars and Stripes Racing League of 2024. Scott Rickard the winner, Kyle McCoy 2nd. Chris Smith will come back and finish 3rd. Dylan Grimm, Tom Ogle, top 5. We've got to tally it up with the officials of the Stars and Stripes Racing League, but I'm thinking off the top of my head, Scott Rickard, valiant effort. He wins the battle, but Kyle McCoy is going to win the war, and he will be the series champion. Burning it down one final time here in the Sin Shootout at Virtual Las Vegas. New York, Scott Rickard. The Tire Pros Chevrolet. For Bronze Horse Garage will celebrate as the winner. And as he burns it down here in Sim City, here is a look at the final results of round 20 of the season. Scott Rickard is the winner. Kyle McCoy finishes 2nd. We are thinking unofficially, stat-wise, he is the champion also. Christopher Smith will settle for 3rd. Dylan Grimm is 4th, and Thomas Ogle in the top 5 for the White Claw. Will Bustler, the Daytona winner, will settle for 6th. Jason Gratton 7th. Joshua Robinson, Trey Jackson, Christian Lawson. What a battle they put on. And they'll finish 7, 8, 9, and 10 when it's all said and done. Aaron Hale will finish 11th. Nate Lynch 12th. Andrew Hess 13th. Tom Wizza in the 14th spot. And then it's going to be Joshua Altus, top 15. Kyle Bowling, Josh Whitaker, last cars on the lead lap. 17 on the lead lap when the checker flag fell. Everyone else on back is a lap down more or out, including Ross Tatum, 21st. Mark Schrader is, Ross Tatum, 18th in the 21, I meant. Mark Schrader, 19th. Brian Lynch is 20th. Rest of the rundown, including Ryan Lynch, William Duff, Mark Fish, Dylan Glass, and Zach Kreitz did not start this race. Final look at the race summary here tonight. No cautions. A caution-free race here tonight at Las Vegas. 9 lead changes when it's said and done. Scott Rickard, the winner. Kyle McCoy, unofficially the champion. Coming up, post-race, our final one of the year. And we'll say goodbye to the Stars and Stripes Racing League season. This is iRacing on LSRTV from the Sin City Shootout. Welcome back to Las Vegas, and there you see the 7 and the 05 pushing each other around the racetrack. Unofficially, Kyle McCoy is going to win the championship by 7 points over Scott Rickard. Scott is the winner, though, of the Sin City Shootout. We'll grab these two drivers in just a moment. First, Scott. Scott, congratulations, man. I know you guys are burning it down while you're chatting with us and celebrating. You did everything you could. Just fell short there at the end. You're taking the race in the season.
Yeah, this definitely was probably my best oval race this entire season. Especially my qualifying wise. I don't think I got better than third on any track qualifying. And good season. Threw a championship away at Homestead. Not the first time I've done that against McCoy in these cars. Somehow. Somehow I got the 2 nickel thing. But I've enjoyed it.
Scott, I'll be honest with you as well, man. It seemed like the last 2 or 3 races of the season, they went caution-free. Did that really change the complexion of the race and the strategy and how you raced and battled for the title?
Not really. A lot of leagues I do, like generally me and McCoy both do have usually a green flag race from end to end anyway, so we get used to it with this car.
Well, what do you say about the season, what you've done, and obviously are you nothing wrong with second place?
Nah, I enjoyed the chase format this season. That was a really nice change to have. Definitely rewarded a little bit more consistency. And got to keep my road course streak alive. That will end at some point, but at least going for now. But overall, I love the season. I like these cars, especially when I got a good setup like tonight. Was pretty fun.
Well, Bud, before we let you go, thank your sponsors.
Tire Pros, High Rock, everybody, Bronze Horse, my dog, everybody that puts the league and broadcast on.
So Scott Rickard from New York, Tire Pros entry, Chevrolet Camaro will get his 4th win of the year. And again, when it's said and done, he will be second of the points and wins the Sin City Shootout here tonight at Las Vegas at Virtual Sim City. Let's go down to the champion of the year, Cyhawk Motorsports, number 7 entry from Iowa. Oh, the Hawkeye State's got to be going crazy bonkers tonight, man. What a run for Kyle McCoy. Kyle, you pick up the championship. Your take of this battle, racing with Rickard. Would there be anybody else you'd like to race for the title besides him? And your take of this season running for the championship?
Yeah, no, I'll answer that last question first. No, this is awesome to have us go toe-to-toe like this. That was really fun. I had to beat Scott at some of his best racetracks, and he beat me at one of mine tonight, so it was really kind of toe-to-toe. When you shake the points out, I think it's going to be, I don't know, 5 or 7 points. It's really, really tight for 1 and 2. So, no, I love racing with Scott. He always raced me clean. We kind of have a unwritten understanding on here that we can race each other harder than most, and that's really cool. I mean, he got almost all the way to he was almost in the fence when he got to my outside there, and we just give each other room, and so that it's really fun to race with somebody like that. He's got a ton of speed. Clearly, he did everything he had to do tonight, and if we had the previous format, he would have won the whole thing. So I mean, I got lucky on the format for sure. I was worried with where I qualified that it was going to be tough to get up there, and luckily the tires fell off more than what I was expecting, so I was able to make my way up through. But yeah, for the most part, this is pretty cool. Number 1 to race on his team, and number 2 to have a battle like that. It's really awesome, and I'm super stoked that it happened the way it did.
So let's go back to the season. Obviously, 7 wins, most of anybody. I mean, you literally when was the mindset? I'm going to win this championship. Obviously, when did it kind of turn the course, if you will?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I blew a couple races. I think the 3rd and 4th races at Michigan and Dover, and really got under my skin that I gave those races away. And I just decided not to, just to make sure that I was up on my best A game for all the races coming up. And I like to think I put that together for the most part of this season. The competition was super stiff. This league's always amazing. I think if I heard correctly, we had no incidents throughout the field tonight in a car that
was pretty tough to drive. I mean, it wasn't super difficult, but it really built loose. So it was a challenging setup for sure, and that's just a testament to this league. This league is so competitive, and it's really, really rewarding to end up on top in one of these leagues. So yeah, I mean, I had a couple races I kind of gave away early in the year, and as I got more used to this car and more comfortable, I think it just really clicked for me for whatever reason. And you can't take those times for granted, because I don't think I've won a championship here in 4 years. So I mean, or at least 4 seasons. So it's been a little bit. So really pumped to have that go down, and it's been awesome.
One more question, and we can let you thank your sponsors and close it out. Strategy-wise, you seem like you struggled at first. Qualifying wasn't your strong suit here tonight. Kind of had to hang back at least the first 50 laps, and then that first cycle of green flag pit stops, I think you kind of rolled the dice and started to work your way to the front. What was the car like from the beginning of this race to obviously rallying to finish second whenever the checker flag fell?
Yeah, the car built loose on both ends, so you were really driving off the right rear pretty much the whole time, and so really it was deceptive, because you were going to burn the right rear off, and it was really a game of how much right front could you save. And that's where I passed a lot of guys, I think, on the end of that first run, was just saving my right front and being able to get underneath of them at times. So that was a huge kind of strategy call. And I went long the first time, and I should have stuck with my gut and just kept going long. I mean, I was really worried we were going to run out of laps there. So I pitted kind of when I saw that, at least in the second run, when I saw a gap and kind of a place where I thought I could jump Scott. And I did jump him, but clearly short run speed was not my forte, and it definitely was his. And he was able to hang on a little bit longer than I was tonight. So he got past me. I was trying to debate on whether or not I should push hard and stay in front of him on that last run, or let him go and try to save some stuff. And I chose the second option, and he made a great pass at me too to get the job done. So yeah, the strategy was really interesting, and it was a fun car to drive all year. I was really happy with how this thing drove. I know a lot of other people may say otherwise, but it was fun. So thanks to our team, Bronze Horse Racing, Kyle and Trey. Both had really good seasons as well. We put the team championship together too as well. Who knows if we'll put that group back together to run it back in trucks or not, but I know we'll have a tougher time, because that's just a whole different animal. So yeah, shout out to those guys. Shout out to you guys for putting on some broadcasts this year. That's been really cool to go back and watch. I really appreciate you guys doing that. It's gonna be fun to have that in the archives for sure. And shout out to Nate and everybody that puts this league on. It's one of the best on iRacing. I'm so honored to have another championship in here, because it's so tough. Like I said, it's been a while for me. So really pumped, really cool, and I appreciate everybody that's put this whole thing together.
Well, before we part ways, we always have at least the promoter or the people that operate the sanctioning iRacing leagues, say their words to their champion. And obviously, I bring in now Nate Lynch. Nate, your final words to winner Scott Rickard tonight, but obviously the champion Kyle McCoy at the end of the rainbow. I think a lot of people had a lot of fun this year with the Stars and Stripes Racing League. I enjoyed calling it, but man, I can't believe how fast 20 weeks flew by.
Yeah, it went by pretty fast. Yeah, those guys, well done, Scott. Well done, Kyle. They've won multiple championships in the league, and this is our 8th season. I think they've won 6 out of the 8. That was Kyle's 4th. But yeah, no, they did a great job. It's been a good, clean season. A lot of green flag racing, and those guys are the top of the field right now.
So where do the Stars and Stripes Racing League go from here, Nate? What's things you want to work on for the future, and obviously for Season 9 whenever you fire back up?
We voted for the trucks this 9th season. We're putting together our schedule. I think Brian's probably going to have that posted here pretty soon. Those are also league voted as well for the most part. And yeah, no, just looking for another season. If anybody's interested in running in the league, we are accepting some new guys, hoping to get up into that 40 range for drivers. So yeah, if you know anybody, invite them into the league.
Obviously, this is also the final broadcast for iRacing on LSRTV with the Stars and Stripes Racing League. What can you say about, obviously, the work that's been done? And, definitely we wish you the best in all of your endeavors of whatever you do from here.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys doing it. You guys do a heck of a good job doing the broadcasts on these. Really follow what we do as a league, especially that bracket challenge. You guys really drove that home. That was cool to see. Just another dynamic to watch during the races, and yeah, we'll just kind of build on what we're doing. Wish you guys the best of luck, and wish we could keep you on board. But yeah.
And now, final thing, we won't broadcast it next Thursday, but it is the Memorial 500. How excited are you looking forward to doing your annual Indy 500, if you will, the virtual greatest spectacle in racing with the Stars and Stripes League next Thursday night?
Yeah, we're pretty excited. That's this will be our 5th running of it. It's one of our favorite races to do. I know there's a lot of us that really look forward to this race. Just we all like those long distance races that we do a few times a year. So it's good to get a bunch of people together and run a long race and see what happens. We're also looking for some more guys on that one too, hoping to get that 30 car field. So, but that'll be a fun time next Thursday at 7.
Definitely. Nate Lynch, thank you so much, man. We've enjoyed covering the Stars and Stripes Racing League, and thank you for what you do for iRacing, sir.
Yeah, you too. Appreciate you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Lynch, of course, Stars and Stripes Racing League. Follow them on Discord, getting ready for Indy. And, of course, the Season 9 championship run will be with trucks. Whatever they do, wherever they broadcast, good luck to them in all of their future endeavors. And congratulations to Scott Rickard, the winner, Kyle McCoy, the champion, as they are right now nestled right there below the start-finish line, celebrating as the best they can as 1 and 2. For Rocket Media, for Charles Wooten, Jeff Stabnow, all of our commentators we've had along the way with Jason Rockefeller, I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations to winner Rickard, champion McCoy, in the Stars and Stripes Racing League. Good evening.